Hi everybody, my name's Bob, and this is Redbird Holistic, and I just want to tell you about something that has happened recently. I have a dear friend who is going through some very emotional and hard times. Tragic things happen, and I just want to see if I can help anybody who may be going through similar situations. First off, a shamanic belief is that loss of power is one of the three main causes of misfortune and illness and stuff like that. So if you've ever felt like, what am I doing? What's going on? I can have no control over this. I just feel lost. You fall down, you trip, things seem to just be going wrong. That could be a loss of power. And a loss of power will lead to other things. So you may ask me, how do you lose your power? Well, you may not even know you're losing power. You may just feel like you're off. Something's just not right. But there are ways you lose your power. First off, someone can take your power. You have people in your life that are like, we call energy vampires. They just suck all the energy out of the room. But there are ways to protect yourself against that, and your power animal will protect you against that. Most of the time, we give up our power. We give it freely. We give it to people we love just because we feel like that's what they would want. And I know that's the worst time I did was when I gave up my power. And when I reclaimed it, life was good. So anyway, you can give up your power. You can lose your power through that. You can lose it through trauma. But that's a different type of loss that we'll talk about later, because that involves soul as well. Those are just a few ways of how you lose your power. And like I said, you may not even know it. You just may feel off. But when you get it back, you definitely know it. So what do you do if you have a loss of power? Well, one thing you can do if you have a loss of power is you can call on spiritual help. Spiritual help in the form of a power animal. Power animals are very recognizable. Animals are recognizable to people, for one. And they like to see the qualities, like in a cat or in a dog, how dogs are loyal, how cats are not. They're aloof, but they're very confident. So if you could embody these qualities, that would help you get through certain situations. And shamanic tradition, they totally called on the power of animals to help them get through things. So they would be stronger, and these power animals would guide them, protect them, and help them to get through whatever they needed help with. So, do I explain further what a power animal is? It's a spiritual guide that, like a guardian angel, most people in shamanic tradition, they believe that you were born with one that embodies your traits like you. So, not most people don't know it. Just like guardian angels, you don't know what your guardian angel, if you have one or not. But there are certain things that, you're going to cross the street and all of a sudden you look and there's a car. That could be your guardian angel or your power animal, keeping you from getting hit by a car. Back to what a power animal is. They can be there, the one, which I believe you have your main one that you're born with. And then there's ones that can come in certain situations to help you to resolve that situation, or to give you strength to be stronger in that situation, or to actually protect you in that certain situation. And if you feel like you have a loss of power and you feel powerless, you feel like you can't do anything, nothing goes right, what can you do? Well, you can actually go and get a power animal retrieval. In shamanic tradition, if you go to a shamanic practitioner, and they can actually go into your spirit world, find your power animal, and bring it back, and basically place it in you. It's one of the coolest processes I've ever seen. It works. I've done it. I've had it done for me. You just got to be open to it. That's all. And I can't tell you how many times I use my power animal. And I call on other animals that may be able to help me do certain things. If you want to know more about power animals and power animal retrievals. There's several books on the subject that you can read. If you feel comfortable, you can actually call on a power animal yourself to see if what shows up. And if you see, basically when I do a power animal retrieval, the animal has to show up to me in 3 different forms. And that is a good indicator that that's the animal you need at this time. So if you're like walking through the woods, you're calling on a power animal, what can help me? You see a squirrel, you see a nut, you see something else, just make note of it. So that's one way you might be able to do it on your own. But if you're not comfortable doing that, there's several resources. One of them is the Foundation for Shamanic Studies. They have teachers all over the place. There is Sandra Ingerman, that she has teachers all over the place. Or, let me know, send me a comment, and maybe I can direct you in the direction you need to go. Okay? So, don't be afraid of using the natural environment around you to help you, because that's what it's there for. Has been for eons, will be there for eons. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to comment or send me a question, and I'll answer it just as quick as I can and try to give you more in-depth or whatever. And if you want more information on this, you want another video, let me know. So I would like to thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you can. If you don't want to, that's fine too. And I will hopefully bring more videos like this later. Thank you. Bye.